Namaste children, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is from NCERT class 9, the chapter 10, Sparsh book reader, Ek Phool Ki Chaah. Chaah means wish or desire and Phool means flower. So a desire for a flower. So this poem has been written by Siyaram Sharan Gupta. So he is the poet. So this poet, why he wrote this poem means it's a poem on a kid. Her name is Sukhiya. So a kind of pandemic happened. What a pandemic we are coming across now. The same kind of pandemic happened once. So this kid is getting stuck in this pandemic, and her father wanted to rescue her from this pandemic. So it's a kind of an emotion. So emotion bonding between the kid and the father, and the kid is asking for a flower from the goddess feet. So that's her only wish, and let's see whether the father fulfills her desire or not. Let's go into the poem. उद्वेलित कर अश्रु राशियां हृदय चिताए दत्काकर महा महामारी प्रचंड हो फैल रही थी इधर उधर शीन कंठ मृत वत्साओं का करुण रुदन दुर्दांत नितांत बरे हुए था निज कृष्णरव में हा हा कर अपार अशांत. So the hard words are Udvelit, which means a feeling, Ashru, tears, Hriday, heart, Datkakar, a kind of fear, Mahamari, pandemic, Prachand, extreme, File, spread, Sheen means a weak throat, Mrit Vatsavo, which means a mother who lost her kid in this pandemic. Rudan, which means Rona, crying. Durdhant, console. Nitant, totally. Krish, weak, otherwise lean. Rav, which means noise. So, Udvelit kar Ashru Rashyam Hriday Chitaye Datkakar Maha Mahamari Prachanda ho fail rahi thi idhar udhar. So the poet says a kind of a feeling, a kind of a fear. So kind of a tears, a kind of a fear. So spreaded in the heart. So why? Because Maha Mahamari Prachanda ho fail rahi thi idhar udhar. Because this pandemic was spreading at an extremely faster phase. So which could affect anyone in that place. शीन कंठ मृत वत्साओं का करण रुदन दुर्दांत नितांत बरे हुए था निज कृष्णरव में हा हा कर अपार अशांत. So what happened? The शीन कंठ मृत वत्साओं means the mother who lost her kids in this pandemic was crying, keep on crying. So by crying and crying, what happened? Their throat has lost the energy. So their throat has become very weak, and they keep on crying. And no one is there to console them. Even though they could console, how can they console? Because a mother lost her kid means it's the utmost loss. So no one can console. No one can replace this loss for a mother. So they keep on crying. So bare hueta. So this filled that place with what? With utmost unpeace. There was no happiness. There was totally a kind of a fear. So they feel that what will happen to the next? What will happen next? Will they be affected for that? So those kind of fear was affecting everyone's mind who were in that place. So that prevailed a totally unpeace situation in that place. This is what poet tries to say in the first paragraph. बहुत रोकता था सुखिया को न जा खेलने को बाहर नहीं खेलना रुकता उसका नहीं ठहरती वह पल भर मेरा हृदय कांप उठता था बाहर कई निहार उसे यही मानता था कि बचा लो किसी बांति इस बार उसे. So this para is about a father's feeling on his kid. So the hard words, let's see first. Taharti, nahi taharti means not staying. Hriday Kamp. Hriday means the heart. Kamp Utta was shivering. Nihar means to see, awaiting. To see means pratiksha karna, which means to wait for someone. Banti, kind. So, this para is about the the father's emotions on his daughter. Bahut rokta tha Sukiya ko. Sukiya is the main role in this poem. So whose wish is to have a flower of Devi Ma. So she is the girl Sukiya. Bahut rokta tha Sukiya ko. So her father is trying to stop her. Where न जाने खेलने को बाहर, don't go and play outside. This is the request he is keeping to Sukiya. नहीं खेलना रुकता उसका, नहीं ठहरती वह पल भर. Pal bhar means not even for a second. Whereas the Sukiya, being a kid, she never listened to her father's words. And not only that one, she never stays back in her house for even for a second. मेरा हृदय कांप उठता था. So because of these activities, what happened? This father's heart is fully filled with shivering. He was kind of a shivering. What will happen to her? A kind of a fear prevailed in his heart. बाहर गई निहार उसे. So whenever she went outside for playing, he used to see her. He used to look for her. He used to await for her. यही मनाता था कि बचा लूं किसी बांति इस बार उछे. And this father was praying to God that this time you please save Sukiya, my daughter, of some kind. Okay, some kind that she shouldn't get affected by this pandemic. So that is the meaning of this paragraph. The third para. भीतर जो डर रहा छिपाए, हाय वही बाहर आया. एक दिवस सुकिया के तनु को ताप तप्त मैंने पाया. ज्वर में विह्वल हो बोली वह, क्या जानो किस डर से डर, मुझको देवी की प्रसाद का एक फूल ही दो लाकर. So let's see the heart meaning. Tanu means the body. Vikhwal, which means very weak. Tapt, which means tapt means high temperature, heavy fever. So भीतर जो डर रहा छिपाए, हाय वही बाहर आया. So whatever fear Sukiya's father had inside himself, that came out through one day. एक दिवस, one day, Sukiya के तनु को तप्त मैंने पाया. So one day he could see that Sukiya's body was heating up, which means out of fever. ज्वर में विह्वल हो बोली वह. So vikhwal means out of this fever she became very weak and yet she spoke. क्या जानो किस डर से डर. Some persons used to murmur something when they are unable to say anything. They used to murmur, kind of a thing. This Sukiya is also doing. She was speaking something to herself, and she was telling, मुझको देवी के प्रसाद का एक फूल ही दो लाकर. So father, I just need only one flower of Devi Ma's. So I just need one flower which is indeed Devi Ma's feet. So please get it for me. That is my only wish. This is what the Sukiya was telling to her father. क्रमशः कंठक्षीण हो आया. शिथिल हुए अवयव सारे, बैठा था नव नव उपाय की, चिंता में मैं मन मारे. जान सका न प्रभात सजग से, हुई अलस कब दोपहरी. स्वर्ण गनों में कब रवि डूबा, कब आई संध्या गहरी. So क्रमशः, gradually. अवयव, parts of the body. शिथिल, weak. नव नव उपाय, new methods. प्रभात, morning. दोपहरी, afternoon. स्वर्ण गनो, which means the clouds. Ravi Duba, the sunset. So gradually what happened? Kantashina ho aaya. So gradually that fever never came down. She was having a high temperature. The Sukiya is running out of a high temperature. And Shitil hue avyav sari. So due to this high fever, all the parts of her body became very weak. बैठा था नव नव उपाय की चिंता में मैं मन मारे. So this father, Sukiya's father, was trying a new method to rescue somehow Sukiya from this kind of a fever. So he was trying some kind of a new methods, Ayurvedic things, medicines. Yes, he's giving. He's trying to give something, and he wanted to rescue his daughter out of this pandemic. जान सका न प्रभात सजग से हुई आलस कब दोपहरी. So since he was fully concentrating on Sukiya's health and he was trying to do something new methods to rescue her, he never knew when Prabhat, when morning came and when afternoon came. स्वर्ण गनों में कब रवि डूबा, कब आई संध्या गहरी. And also he never knew that when sun set and when this evening, this means when night has come. Gehari means very dark, which means Sandhya means evening, which means when sunset and when night has come. He never knew anything because he was fully concentrating on Sukiya's health, and somehow he wanted to recover Sukiya from this disease, from this fever. The next one, Sabi और दिखलाई दीपस अंधकार की ही छाया, छोटी सी बच्चे को ग्रसने कितना बड़ा तिमिर आया, ऊपर विस्तृत महाकाश में जलते से अंगारों से झुलसी सी जाती थी आंखें जगमग जगते तारों से. So the hard words are अंधकार, darkness, grasne, swallow, timir, the situation, julsi si, to be burnt, taro, stars. So let's see the व्याख्या for this paragraph. कवि कहता है कि चारों ओर बस अंधकार ही अंधकार दिखाई दे रहा था, जिसे देखकर ऐसा लगता था कि जैसे इतना बड़ा अंधकार और मासूम बच्ची को निगलने चला आ रहा था. So the poet says that in all the four sides there was only darkness. So it seems that he's comparing this darkness as something has come to swallow this kid. Nigalne means to swallow. कवि कहता है कि बच्चे के पिता को ऊपर विशाल आकाश में चमकते तारे ऐसे लग रहे थे जैसे जलते हुए अंगारे. So the poet says that the Sukiya's father felt that so in the vast sky, whatever the stars has been glittering now, that seems to be the fire. जलते हुए अंगारे means they could see the fire in the stars. उनकी चमक से उनकी आंखें जुलूस जाती थी. So in this glittering, in this shining, so even his eyes are getting burnt, which means ऐसा इसलिए होता था क्योंकि बच्ची का पिता उसकी चिंता में सोना भी भूल गया था, जिस कारण उसकी आंखों में दर्द से झुलस रही थी. So this poet is telling that the stars are like a burning fire. Why? Because this Sukiya's father forget even to sleep because he was in a great worry about his daughter. So due to this reason, he forget to sleep. That is why the poet is comparing the pain in the eyes to the julus. Julus means a burning. His eyes are burning. That is what the poet tried to say. देख रहा था जो सुस्तिर हो नहीं बैठी थी क्षण भर, हाय वही चुपचाप पड़ी थी अटल शांति सी धारण कर. सुनना वही चाहता था मैं उसे स्वयं ही उकसा कर, मुझको देवी के प्रसाद का एक फूल ही दो लाकर. So the hard words are, Susti means active. So Atal Shanti, which means utmost peace. So let's see the meaning of it. So the व्याख्या, कवि कहता है कि जो बच्ची कभी भी एक जगह शांति से नहीं बैठती थी, वही आज इस तरह न टूटने वाली शांति धारण किए चुपचाप पड़ी हुई थी. So the poet says the kid never was inactive and sitting in one place. The same kid today it was lying down Shanti Dharan kiye, which means accepting this peace as her. She was lying down very calmfully, very peacefully. कवि कहता है कि उसका पिता उसे झकझोर कर खुद ही पूछना चाहता था कि उसे देवी माँ के प्रसाद का फूल चाहिए और वह उसे फूल को ला कर दे. So Jagjorkar means forcibly shaking. So this Sukya's father was very much worried and he was shaking her and he was asking, do you need the flower which is in the mother's feet? So I'll get it for you. That is what Sukya's father wanted to ask her because she was lying calmly, which he don't like. He wanted Sukya to speak a word with him. That is why he is doing like this. The next one. ऊंचे शैल शिखर के ऊपर मंदिर था विस्तीर्ण विशाल, स्वर्ण कलश सरसिज विहसिते पाकर समुदित रवि कर जाल, दीप धूप से आमोदित था मंदिर का आंगन सारा, गूंज रही थी भीतर बाहर मुखरित उत्सव की धारा. So utsav means festival. So the hard words we'll see. So Onch Shail Shikhar, which means the peak of a mountain, and Vishal, which means wide, Angan, which means the courtyard. Let's see the Vyakhya. कवि मंदिर का वर्णन करता हुआ कहता है कि पहाड़ की चोटी के ऊपर एक विशाल मंदिर था. So the poet explains here, the poet gives a characteristic picture as how the temple looks like. So the temple is where? Is in the पहाड़ की चोटी के ऊपर. On the top of the mountain, there is a wide temple. There is a vast, there is a big temple. विशाल मंदिर means big temple. उसके विशाल आंगन में. So आंगन means courtyard. So in front of the temple, what happens? A कमल के फूल सूर्य के किरणों में इस तरफ शोभा दे रहे थे, जिस तरफ सूर्य की किरणों में सोने के गड़े चमकते हैं. So here the poet is comparing the lotus with a golden pot. So when the sun rays fall onto the this flower, this lotus flower, it seems to be glittering so shining, as such a golden pot is shining. As such the rays fell on the golden pot, how it shines, so this flower is also shining when the sun rays fall on the flower. मंदिर का पूरा आंगन धूप और दीपकों की खुशबू से महक रहा था. So inside the temple, the full courtyard, the full place of the temple has been filled with fragrance of the dhoop and deepako, which means the lights and the fragrance. So everything has been totally filled with the fragrance. मंदिर के अंदर और बाहर माहौल ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे वहाँ कोई उत्सव हो. So inside the temple and outside, so there was a huge crowd which seems to be there was some function, there was a utsav means there was some kind of function happening there. So such a large crowd was there in that temple. भक्त वृंद मृदु मधुर कंठ से गाते थे सुभक्ति मुदुमई, पतित तारणी पापहारणी माता तेरी जय जय जय, पतित तारणी तेरी जय जय. सो मेरे मुख से भी निकला बिना बड़े ही मैं आगे को जाने किस बल से निकला. सो भक्त वृंद which means the worshipper, and madhur kant means a sweet voice, a melodious voice. Subhakti mudumai, which means singing in chorus. And what they sing, this is what they sing. And dikla, which means to push. So the worshippers, the meaning is the worshippers of this temple, they were singing in a very melodious voice. Gate te subhakti. Subhakti means out of bhakti. They were all singing in chorus. What they were singing? Patita tarani papa harani mata tere jai jai jai. Patita tarani teri jai jai. So this was a song they were singing. And mere mukh se bhi nikla. So Sukya's father says, even from my mouth this song came out. बिना बड़े ही मैं आगे को जाने किस बल से निकला. So I never moved towards the front, but some person, it was a heavy crowd there. So someone pushed me through this. I myself, without my knowledge, I was being pushed towards inside the temple. Pushed towards the temple. That's the meaning of this paragraph. मेरे दीप फूल लेकर वे अम्बा को अर्पित करके दिया पुजारी ने प्रसाद जब आगे को अंजलि बरके, भूल गया उसका लेना जट, परम लाभ सा पाकर में, सोचा बेटी को माँ के ये पुण्य पुष्प दूं जाकर में. So Amba means God, Arpit means to present. So let's see the व्याख्या. कवि कहता है कि पुजारी ने सुकिया के पिता के हाथों से दीप और फूल लिए और देवी की प्रतिमा को अर्पित कर दिया. So अर्पित means to present. So the poet says that this Pujari took the lamp and the flower from Sukiya's father and presented it to the Devi Ma's feet. फिर जब पुजारी ने उसे दोनों हाथों से प्रसाद भरकर दिया तो एक फल के लिए वह टिटक सा गया. So टिटक means kind of a shock. So when Pujari in return, when he gave with to full of hands some prasadam in return to Sukiya's father, he got shocked. क्योंकि सुकिया का पिता छोटी जाति का था. So why? Because Sukiya's father belonged to a lower caste. और छोटी जाति के लोगों को मंदिर में आने नहीं दिया जाता था. So in those times, this lower caste people never they had the restrictions to enter into the temple. सुकिया का पिता अपनी कल्पना में से अपनी बेटी को देवी माँ का प्रसाद दे रहा था. Sukiya's father in his dreams, so he was dreaming. As such, he is giving this flower what the pujari gave him. So he is giving this flower to his daughter in his dreams. So he was dreaming. As such, he is giving those kind of this flower, na Devi Ma's feet. So which has been kept in Devi Ma's feet. That flower. So he is giving the same flower to Sukiya in his dreams. सिंह पौर तक भी आंगन से नहीं पहुंचने में पाया, सहसा यह सुन पड़ा कि कैसे यह अछूत भीतर आया. पकड़ो देखो बाग न जावे, बना दूर्त यह है कैसा, साफ स्वच्छ परिधान किए है भले मानुषों के जैसा. So here the hard words are Singh Paur, which means the main entrance of the temple. And Angan means the courtyard. Sahasa, suddenly. Paridan, which means dress. So let's see the व्याख्या. कवि कहता है कि अभी सुकिया का पिता प्रसाद लेकर मंदिर के द्वार तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाया था. So the poet says, Sukiya's father taking this prasad from the pujari, he has not even reached the entrance of the temple. That means he was going outside now, so he has not even reached the entrance of the temple key. So that अचानक किसी ने पीछे से आवाज लगाई. Suddenly someone gave a voice from his back. अरे यह अछूत मंदिर के भीतर कैसे आ गया? So अछूत means untouchable. So oh my God, so how this untouchable person came inside the temple? इसे पकड़ो कहीं यह भाग न जाए. So he was giving order to some other person to catch this person, Sukiya's father, to catch the Sukiya's father, and so that he couldn't run anywhere. किसी ने कहा, so someone said कि इस चालाक नीच को तो देखो. So चालाक means clever. So नीच means a kind of a word which is used to discriminate. So see this clever, this kind of a guy. कैसे साफ कपड़े पहने हैं. So on those times, these persons, the lower caste people, they won't be wearing kind of a clean cloth. So they'll be wearing kind of a untidy cloth. Whereas Sukiya's father was wearing a clean cloth so that he could get an entry into the temple. So they are telling, कैसे साफ कपड़े पहने हैं. So how clean dresses he has wore, ताकि कोई इसे पहचान ना सके, so that no one could identify him. कवि यहाँ यह दर्शाना चाहता था कि निम्न जाति वालों का मंदिर में जाना अच्छा नहीं माना जाता था. So through this paragraph, the poet wants to exhibit, darshana means to exhibit this view that nimna jati, that means this following this down caste people, the lower caste people, on those days their entries were restricted and it was not good for them to enter into the temple. Let's move to the next one. पापी ने मंदिर में घुसकर किया अनर्थ बड़ा भारी. कलुषित कर दी है मंदिर की चिरकालिक सुचिता शारी। आई क्यों मेरा कलुष बड़ा है देवी की गरिमा से भी, किसी बात में हूँ मैं आगे माता की महिमा के भी। So the hard words are kaluchit, which means creating a mess, and chirkalik. Chirkalik means cleanliness. So let's see the व्याख्या। कवि कहता है कि किसी ने कहा कि मंदिर में आए हुए सभी भक्त सुकिया के पिता को पापी कह रहे थे। So the poet says someone was telling that all the devotees who were come to the temple now, they were all blaming Sukiya's father as a sinner. Sinner means the person who commits a crime or a sin. वे कह रहे थे कि सुकिया के पिता ने मंदिर में घुसकर बड़ी भारी अनर्थ कर दिया। So अनर्थ means a kind of a great loss. So they were also telling by entering the temple, घुसकर means by entering the temple he has created a great loss for this temple's purity. और लंबे समय तक से बनी मंदिर की पवित्रता को अशुद्ध कर दिया। So for a long time this temple was so pure, and by this Sukiya's first entry he has created a great loss for the purity of the temple. He has given a question mark of the temple's purity. इस पर सुकिया के पिता ने कहा कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता था। So Sukiya's father is questioning how could this happen? कि माता की महिमा के आगे उसकी अशुद्धता अधिक भारी हो। So in front of God everyone is equal. So if I enter the temple, how could the purity of this temple might go away? सुकिया के पिता के कहने का तात्पर्य यह था। So the तात्पर्य is this one कि जब माता ने सभी मनुष्यों को बनाया तो उसके मंदिर में आने से मंदिर अशुद्ध कैसे हो सकता है। So the reason is the fact that the Sukyas will want to explain is when God has created all the human beings, so entering the temple doesn't make any difference. So if I enter the temple, this temple's purity will not be going anywhere. Since God has created everyone, so everyone is equal before the God. That is what this Sukyas father tried to explain. माँ के भक्त हुए तुम कैसे करके यह विचार खोटा, माँ के सम्मुख ही माँ का तुम गौरव करते हो छोटा। कुछ न सुना भक्तों ने जद से मुझे घेर कर पकड़ लिया, मार मार कर मुक्के घूसे धम से नीचे गिरा दिया। So the hard words are vichar kota. So which means how can your thoughts be so small? And sammuk means a phrase. Gaurav means pride, and damse, which means pushing heavily. Let's see the व्याख्या। कवि कहता है कि सुकिया के पिता ने भक्तों से कहा कि उसके मंदिर में आने से मंदिर अशुद्ध हो गया है। इस तरह का घटिया विचार यदि तुम सबके मन में हो तो तुम माता के भक्त कैसे हो सकते हो। So the poet says Sukiya's father is questioning those devotees that if you think that after entering this temple, if I enter this temple's purity will be going out, then what a kind of a cheap thought you have. So and how come you can say that you are the devotees of God? यदि वे लोग उसकी अशुद्धता को माता की महिमा से भी ऊंचा मानते हैं तो वे माता के ही सामने माता को नीचा दिखा रहे हैं। So and also Sukiya's father added, if you think this temple's purity is more important than God Devi, then it means that you're not giving priority to God inside the temple and you're giving priority only to the purity of the temple. लेकिन उसकी बातों का किसी पर कोई असर नहीं हुआ। But no one was taking importance of those words what was Sukiya addressed, which means they never gave any importance to Sukiya's father's words. लोगों ने उसे घेर लिया। So the people over there they dragged Sukiya's father out और उस पर घूसों और लातों की बरसात करके उसे नीचे गिरा दिया। So and they gave nice beatings with sticks and all, and they banged him down. मेरे हाथों से प्रसाद भी बिखर गया है, सबका सब। हाय अभागी बेटी, तुझ तक कैसे पहुंच सके ये खबर? न्यायालय ले गए मुझे वे 7 दिवस का दंड विधान, मुझको हुआ था मुझसे देवी का महान अपमान। So the Sukya's father is telling, मेरे हाथों से प्रसाद भी बिखर गया है। बिखर means scattered. So whatever the prasad I got from the pujari, even that got scattered away. सबका सब, everything. Hi, abagi beti. Abagi means unfortunate. My daughter, you're so unfortunate. तुझ तक कैसे पहुंच सके यह? How could I reach you with this prasadams now? न्यायालय ले गए मुझे भी. So न्यायालय means court. So those people who bet Sukya's father, they took him to the court. 7 दिवस का दंड विधान मुझको हुआ. So this Sukya's father was been imprisoned for 7 days. और हुआ था मुझसे देवी का महान अपमान. So this Sukya's father says this is not a punishment for me, but they have ill-treated Devi, because by entering the temple, if they say that I have made a impurity for this temple, this means they are not degrading me, whereas they are degrading God Devi. मैंने स्वीकृत किया दंड, वह शीश झुककर चुप ही रह। उस असीस अभियोग दोष का क्या उत्तर देता क्या कह? 7 रोज ही रहा जेल में, या कि वहां सदियों बीती। अविश्रांत वर्षा करके भी आंखें तनिक नहीं रीती। So स्वीकृत means agree. Avishrant means taking rest, and avishrant means uncontrollable. Varsa means tears. So let's move on to the व्याख्या for this. कवि कहता है कि सुकिया के पिता ने सिर झुकाकर चुपचाप उस दंड को स्वीकार कर लिया. So the poet says Sukya's father, by bowing his head down, silently he accepted the punishment. उसके पास अपनी सफाई में कहने की कुछ भी नहीं था. So he don't have anything to speak on this issue because everything was against Sukya's father. इसलिए वह नहीं जानता था कि क्या कहना चाहिए. So due to this he don't know what to speak. जेल के वे 7 दिन सुकिया के पिता को ऐसे लगे थे जैसे कई सदियों बीत गई हो. So those 7 days became a seven long days for Sukya's father, because he was thinking that so many years went on where he spent in that jail. उसकी आंखें बिना रुके बरसने के बाद भी बिल्कुल नहीं सूखी थी. So even though he cried for those 7 long days continuously, but his eyes never got dried, because once we cry now, our eyes get dried and we can't cry thereafter. Sukya's father was keep on crying over for all the 7 days, thinking about his daughter, and even though after crying for 7 long days, his eyes never got dried up. दंड भोग कर जब मैं छूटा, पर न उठते थे घर को, पीछे ठेल रहा था कोई वह जर्जर थनो पंजर को. पहले किसी लेने मुझको नहीं दौड़कर आई वह, उलझी हुई खेल में ही हो, अब की दी न दिखाई वह. So दंड भोग कर, after accepting this punishment, छूटा, left out. That means he got the freedom to go. पर न उठते थे, which means he couldn't walk. Panjar, which means skeleton. So let's move to the व्याख्या for this. कवि कहता है कि जब सुकिया का पिता जेल से छूटा तो उसके पैर उसके घर की ओर नहीं उठ रहा था. So the poet says when Sukya's father got released from the jail, he cannot walk towards his house. उसे ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे डर से भरे हुए उसके शरीर को कोई धकेलकर उसके घर की ओर ले जा रहा था. So he felt as such someone is pushing him towards his house. जब वह घर पहुंचा तो हमेशा की तरह उसकी बेटी दौड़कर उसे मिलने नहीं आई, न ही वह उसे कई खेल में उलझी हुई दिखाई दी. When Sukya's father reached his house, neither he could see Sukya coming out by running to invite her father, nor he could see her playing outside anyway. So the next one is, उसे देखने मरगट को ही गया दौड़ता हुआ वहां. मेरे परिचित बंधु प्रथम ही फूंक चुके थे उसे जहां. बूझी पड़ी थी चिता वहां पर, चाहती ददक उठी मेरी, हाय फूल सी कोमल बची हुई राख की थी डेरी. So his hard words are, मरगट means the cemetery, and फूंक चुकी which means already burnt. Which one? She was already burnt. The Sukya was already burnt. And Chita means ashes. So that's it. Let's go for the व्याख्या. कवि कहता है कि सुकिया के पिता को घर पहुंचने पर जब सुकिया कहीं नहीं मिली, तब उसे सुकिया की मौत का पता चला. So the poet says, when Sukya's father reached his house and he could not find Sukya anywhere in the house, that time he got the information that Sukya was dead. वह अपनी बच्ची को देखने के लिए सीधा दौड़ता हुआ शमशान पहुंचा. So he ran towards the shamshan, which means cemetery, to see her girl, to see her daughter. जहां उसके रिश्तेदारों ने पहले ही उसकी बच्ची का अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया था. So where their relatives have already finished the last rituals for that kid. अपनी बेटी की बुझी हुई चिता देखकर उसका कलेजा जल उठा. By seeing the ashes of his daughter, his heart got totally broken. उसकी सुंदर फूल सी कोमल बच्ची अब राख के ढेर में बदल चुकी थी. Now this beautiful flower, which means this comparing this flower as to the Sukya. Now this beautiful flower, Sukya, so she has changed into a ashes. अंतिम बार गोद में बेटी, तुझको ले न सका मैं हाँ. एक फूल माँ का प्रसाद भी तुझको दे न सका मैं हाँ. So finally, this Sukya's father is telling, so अंतिम बार, so finally I cannot keep you in my lap. तुझको ले न सका मैं हाँ. So I couldn't take you in my lap. एक फूल माँ का प्रसाद भी तुझको दे न सका मैं हाँ. So you just asked me only for one flower from the goddess Devi, from her feet. Even that wish I couldn't fulfill for you. So this is the poem. So I have explained you line by line. Hope you understand. Read well and do well. Thank you.